a lot of them. And then was like, my auntie gave me a chance to take my kids. Like I thought she was gonna give them back when it was time. And she not, cause she listened to my other
Right.
family that always treated me wrong. And my grandma, she always treat me like she white, like she not white at all. Just cause she lighter than me, like she really thinks she white, or she really just thinks she like, I don't know. She just so weird, bro. She just treat me so weird. All my family do. I'm not gonna lie. I don't fuck with nobody in my family. Like, I don't got nobody in my family. I don't talk to nobody. Nobody at all.
I see that this is
Nobody.
truly
I
is
don't fuck
very
with.
upsetting,
I don't
you
got
know.
nobody in my family like that. I can just nobody.
Will
Not my
you
sisters.
take
Nobody.
sorry not to cut you off. Would you take Auntie's offer into getting a home out there in Georgia?
Mhm.
I think that probably would be the first step for you to getting your own place to stay. I have supported you in the past, and I know you have more support here, and your bingo. Hold on. You get bingo money or whatnot. So I think you can do it. Like you said, you have $5,000 here and there, 7,000, stuff like that,
That's
and
not the
then
problem. That's not the problem. The money not the problem. It's just like, probably because I got all them fucking evictions on my record, and they not even from me not paying no bills. It's really from people was reporting me to my, like, when I was going live, people was reporting me to my front office saying I was cooking down, like when I was doing my live streams, I was cooking in the laundry room with
yeah.
my toaster oven and stuff like that. And people was reporting me, sending videos in to my front. My kids was out the window, sending all my lives in, and that's what made them send me an eviction notice, saying my kids was throwing trash out the window. My kids were never throwing trash out the window. But they
Well,
was.
I do believe Auntie is not worrying about your eviction or background status. Also, like she was a real genuine person when she said all you had to do was get there. So, is there any restrictions that will not allow you to get to Georgia?
No, I'm not saying I didn't do this to myself. I'm not saying that. I'm the type of person. I'm not saying that don't like to listen to nobody, and because I don't like to listen to nobody, that's why I go through a lot of problems. But I'm okay with that. I want to listen to myself most of the time, because sometimes I feel like people just either talking or went through their own situation where I don't have to go through that same situation, that type of outcome. I want to follow my own thing. People get mad at me because of that, or people get mad because I ignore them or stuff like that. I'm just me. My mother, that should not execute me from the family.
Absolutely right. But sometimes maybe by you doing things
And no,
that you want to.
honestly, no, honestly, because my grandma didn't even get mad at the situation. Because it was like the night before I went to my brother's house, I was supposed to go to his house the day before. She told me she was gonna take me the next day, but she didn't take me, so I ended up going. Mind you, that day I ended up showing her a picture of Breon and saying that I was messing around with him. And I said, "This is really a girl." And she was like, "Really?" So in my head, honestly, me knowing my grandma don't like gay people, she thought something was wrong with me. That's why she put me in the psych ward. I'm not gonna lie. My grandma don't like gay people. She don't like black people. She don't. She don't like gay people. She do not like black people, especially you got some ghetto in you. Now you might be a proper look, good looking, keep yourself up black person. Yeah, she gonna fuck with you. But somebody like me, my grandma don't fuck with me, cause I don't dress all good. I'm not going to church and all that girly shit. I'm not on that. When I get around my grandma, she talking about something. Let me take you shopping, get your hair done, your nails done, and put some makeup on you. No, I need to do that. I don't do that type of shit. So it's like she want me to be something else that I'm not. Or all my family do, but I'm not that bitch. I'm the one that's on the internet. I'm the only one in my family that's on the internet, and they be trying to watch me, give videos of me, and take everything out on me like I'm just destroying the family. Just don't fuck with me. But you don't need to call the police on me. You don't need to try to take my kids and keep them from me. Give them back because I'm the one who gave them to y'all. If I didn't feel like I need to give them to y'all, I wouldn't give them to y'all. If I didn't feel like I need them back, I wouldn't try to get them back.
Do you think, honestly, they keeping your kids because you're going the wrong path in life with your alcohol or drug use?
Yes, and guess what? My mama used to drink every day and pissed on my grandma's stairs. We was living with my grandma. Got kicked out of our apartment in Atlanta, Georgia. Moved from Atlanta, Georgia in 8th grade. Went to Detroit in 9th grade because my mama thought I was gonna get pregnant. Moved to my grandma's house from Atlanta, Georgia to Detroit. I got pregnant in 9th grade because my mama was drinking every day, wasn't coming home. My mama didn't know I was pregnant until I was 6 months pregnant. Stomach was already out here. It was already about 20. It was actually like 20 something days too late for her to get an abortion. She would have had to take me to Mexico. And she didn't have the money for it.
Oh, wow.
And my mama got pregnant at a young age. And guess what? Nobody liked it her. But my family still took her in and still fucked with her. You know what I'm saying? I moved out my family house. Didn't nobody take care of me and my son when I had my kid. When I was 16 years old, I moved out my family house. I
Guys.
went to a shelter. When I turned 18 years old, I went to Job Corps. That was the end of that. After 3 months of getting kicked out of Job Corps, I went to my daddy's house. He stole money from me. I ended up buying my own house in Flint, Michigan. Moved Sada Baby in, had Sky Blue. Boom. Then we ended up going through all that shit. But no, I've lived with nobody since I was 16 years old. I literally been taking care of myself since 16 years old. Sold my pussy twice to get diapers. Like, no. I don't ask nobody for shit.
You have to do it as a mother. You got to do what you got to do. You know, my mom was a single parent, and she did what she had to do. So I'm not going to judge you. But from this point on, if you truly want your kids 21, you're going to have to get you some help with the
If
alcohol.
I
Get
don't need no help because I can go days and days without drinking. I need my kids. It's like you can go days and days without drinking by yourself, but give me my shit back. Give me what I've had. Give me nobody should be keeping nothing from me. Now if I ever did something to my kids, now that's one thing. And nobody you never see me do nothing to my kids. I didn't get my kids took my CPS. I'm not Angelique. I gave my kids to my auntie. I shouldn't be working back to get them because I gave them to you for a reason. So if I feel like it's ready for me to get them back because I gave them to you because I wasn't ready to keep them at that point, give them. No rehab. If I feel like I need a rehab at that point, no. I didn't give my kids away for rehab. That's what y'all need to remember. I didn't give my kids away to drink. That's what y'all need to remember. I gave my kids away because Sada Baby kept saying he wasn't going to help me take care of them. And my auntie offered to help me, and I offered to help her. And she said she would help me 50-50. So that's what people don't understand. Nah, I ain't giving away because no alcohol. I ain't giving away for no drugs. I ain't giving away because no nothing. CPS kept coming to my house every day because everybody kept calling them. And I couldn't take that shit.
You got a few people in the queue that want to come up.
Hey, 21. So I just want to ask you a quick question. So the issue is you have a problem with alcohol. So you cannot say you don't need help because if you could do it on your own, you would have done it already. 21, it's time to stop. It's time to give this up, whatever it
No.
is.
Yo.
I don't want to. I know you don't want to. It's what you have. It's how you cope.
Mhm.
We know you are trying. You are trying your best, 21. We see that. You don't deserve the pain you are in. Please,
Exactly.
21, your kids deserve a healthy you. Those kids do not deserve for you to re enter their life like you are now. 21, it's time to surrender. You tried, you did the best you could, 21. It's time for you to surrender.
No, it's like y'all don't even understand. Like, girl, you gotta go because at this point, it's like, okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I cannot drink. That's what y'all saying. I cannot drink. I drink because I don't have my kids. Like I wasn't drinking around them. I never was drinking. I just started drinking not too long ago, y'all. 2 years ago. Once everything started falling off, once everything started going like bad, and I wanted to drift away from my kids. But like I'm trying to get back to my kids. Like it's not that. Like I could stop drinking. Like I just need what I had in the beginning. Like I was literally doing a whole bunch of shit before I had my first kid, and when I had my son, it like made me calm down. It made me go do everything on my own. When I was 16 years old, it made me move out my grandma's house because my mama was still my grandma. When I was 16 years old, like I got my GED because I had already dropped out of high school. When I was 16, I was already going and doing everything for myself, going and doing food stamps, everything for myself. So it was like I was already grown at that point. So no, I don't. I'm not really understanding what you're saying. Like I know what it's gonna take. It's gonna take my kids. Cause some people don't want their kids, but some people do want their kids. It's gonna take my kids. Like Angelique, she didn't want her kids. I was already with my kids, making breakfast with my kids. My kids was cleaning up. I was taking my kids outside. We was riding bikes together. We was spending time together on live. I wasn't beating my kids. We were actually doing things together on live. I was doing homework with my kids on live. Like I loved my kids around. It's a difference between me and Angelique. She don't like her kids around. People were mad that I liked my kids around. I let my kids go because I didn't want to really let my kids go. She wanted to let her kids go because she really didn't want her kids there. And there's a difference, and y'all don't really see it. Because I was getting up every day and I was cleaning before my kids woke up. I was making their breakfast before they woke up, or I was making their breakfast with them. They were cleaning after they ate their breakfast. I wasn't cleaning. They was cleaning their bedrooms. I wasn't cleaning. I would give them punishments, but I wasn't beating them. I would take them outside, but I wasn't leaving them outside. And I was bringing their friends inside so their friends could get food too. And so their friends could get clothes and all that shit. And I was actually going and feeding the homeless people every day. Not once a week. Every day. And it's a difference because when I had my house, like I felt secure and I felt good. And I feel good where I'm at right now, but it's just like, no, I don't feel like all the way there because I don't have my kids, and I'm not drinking as much as I was, bro. I wish I was, and I want to drink. I be trying to push myself. Sometimes I be trying to like push myself to drink, and I really can't do it no more, bro. It's like to the point where I just can't even drink as much as I was. Cause I'll just be sick as hell before I even go to sleep. Before it was like I can get drunk and then I just wake up, sick. Now it's I get sick before I go to sleep, wake up sick. I can't push myself there no more. Like I'm not trying to get that drunk. I want to get better. I don't want to do that shit no more, bro. I really don't.
You let her up again, and again, and it was something I wanted to tell you.
21. I just want to say that I'm really proud of you right now. Like you're being very transparent. And I want to say this. No matter what it looks like right now, just understand that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It will not prosper. You love your kids, and I can see that in your spirit and your soul. Everything that you were doing, it was really you like deflecting and because of the situation, like people don't really understand that as a mother having your kids taken from you. But understand this, it's not the end of the world and you're going to get your kids back. But with that being said, I heard that you said that you're taking it slow with the drinking. That's good. Once you start drinking, it could become a problem because it start off little and it becomes bigger and bigger, and that's a demon within itself. You see what I'm saying? So don't let that be your god in a sense. You're all you need to get your kids back, and you will get your kids back. Okay? You know you are. You're going to do what you need to do to get your kids back. Fuck all the outside bullshit that's going on with these negative ass people. Involve yourself around people who are positive and who wants the best for you genuinely. You see what I'm saying? But you will get your kids back, man. You really will. I know you will. I know you will.
God sees your heart, 21, and he know that you want your kids. It's always a trial that he put us through. Regardless of people saying you want get your kids back or whatever, you know what you have to do.
I
And
mean, honestly, I'm not even trying to be like weird or no funny shit. My kids in a good ass spot. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere where I wanted to be. Like somewhere if I was there in my auntie house where I always used to go do in the summer, like I would probably be in a better spot right now. You know what I'm saying? All her kids in college and they doing good. And my kids, they honestly, they done been doing extracurriculum. They've been on the piano, saxophone, gymnastics, dance practices, all that shit that I would never did. And it's like,
well, that's a beautiful
damn,
thing.
like it's like I don't know, it's like crazy because like they doing good and shit, but I'm not really doing too good with them being gone. But I want them back, and then it's like once I get them back, what I'm gonna do? Like, am I gonna be able to like keep up with all that shit, or like? Am I going? I don't know. Like it's like different because like I gotta think of the predicament I'm in now. Like my mother don't even be thinking about me now and shit. Like I want to be a good mother, like my auntie is. That's why I chose her to take my kids and not my mother. Cause I could have chose my mother if nobody else took my kids. Cause my kids would be in the CPS. You know what I'm saying? Or like they could have went to CPS. So I chose my auntie for a reason instead of choosing my mother. So
And
I
sometimes
don't know.
21 doing that is being a great mom. Because you know the stable that you're in, and knowing the fact that you wanted to put them in a stable, loving environment, that's being a good mom too. And as a mother myself, that's one of our fears. If we're going to be a good mom, or if we're going to be a mom like our mom, if we're going to be a mom like our mom has been to us. So that's a beautiful step that you did take by putting them in a good situation, you know. But you're gonna get them back. You're gonna get them back. It's
Yeah.
just time.
Yeah, and I'm
Time.
thinking. I started be thinking about like too. Like I messed up like the little mommy and daddy environment because I did like that when my mom and my dad was together. I liked it that, you know what I'm saying. Even though they was arguing, it was always a good situation when they was together. So it's like, damn, I messed it up between me and they dad and shit like that just because the internet. And I did a lot of shit. And it's like now that I'm sober, it's not like I'm thinking like, oh, I regret the shit. I don't regret none of this shit. Only thing I regret is not. I really don't know what I regret. I really don't know. Cause it's like I did a lot of shit because a lot of shit worked out, but a lot of shit didn't work out. So it's like I
You
don't know
know,
what I regret, what I would have stopped. I don't know. It's just like
sometimes people
I don't know.
have
I guess a lot of shit got to me. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe I would have kept my kids, or maybe I wouldn't have given them to my auntie or shit. It's just a lot of shit with the internet, and it's a lot of shit that you gotta deal with getting money. Like it's probably not even just the internet, just even just having your name known and people just messing with you all day. Like I don't know if celebrities go through this or something, but like just people messing with you just because you're making money, and you don't have to mess with nobody. You don't know who nobody is, so just so much shit. I don't think people understand the shit. Like, cause the
I
money be good and you don't want to stop it. They be like, get off the internet, get off the internet. But then when you get off the internet, you go into problems too, cause you're not making no money, and you gotta go work at this place, and then you gotta go through struggles and not making no money. But now you making the money. Now people messing with you. Now you gotta worry about the police, and like, it's just, it's just both. Cause I done been through both situations to where I was broke and I had to steal food to make sure that my kids had to eat, and then I had to go to situations to where I'm getting called police for making money for my kids, and then I had to get my kids up because I don't want them to get took. So it's like,
And like I said back before, like I've stated, you did what a good mother would have done. Some people didn't care about their kids and gave them to CPS or gave them to that bad family member that may have caused them trauma. You get what I'm saying? So you know for sure that your aunt is not putting your kids in no type of harm's way. And that's a beautiful thing. And all things happen for a reason, 21. So don't live with regrets. Being on Bigo, it comes with pros and cons. You experience a lot of cons than pros. But like you said, you're an entertainer. You just got to learn how to balance things out. You have to find a balance. That's